Aqua, little power, you are Santa Claus is
coming to town. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. We thought we'd give you a little bit of a Christmas song. Should we do it again? Yeah, go on then. How does it go? Do you know this one, Beatrix? You better watch out.
You better
No. You don't know it?
little power,
Telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town.
He's very glorious, taking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
That is lovely. If you look down that camera there and give it a wave and say hello.
Hello.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And this is Vienna and this is Beatrix, and you've had a lovely Christmas day, haven't you? What have you been doing today?
We have been making gingerbread houses.
You have been making gingerbread houses?
And opening lots of presents.
And who are you?
Beatrix.
Well, who are you dressed up as?
She-Ra.
And who are you dressed up as?
Spider-Man.
Yes, you had a fun day, haven't you? So they've been making slime. Love that stuff. And making gingerbread houses and making a mess and colouring in bags and sequins and doing magic tricks you have, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your best present?
Grandad.
No.
No, Grandad. I think it might be a baby doll.
Yeah, a baby doll.
Baby doll. What was your best present?
Bye, I'm going.
Oh, are you? Had enough of you already.
Spider-Man costume.
Was that your best
I've
one?
got a sword, or I'll chop your heads off. If you don't behave properly, then I'll chop your heads off.
Well, I was going to introduce you to baby Finn as well, but he's asleep. Can you go and give him a poke in a bit? Yeah, better go check on him. We're all down here. So say hello, Kim.
Hi.
Hello, Gary.
Hi, Merry Christmas.
And that was Alex, but she's just disappeared off to check on Finn. Better have a look who of you are there, hadn't we? Because I've missed all your comments so far. So hello, Lynette and Mary and Cheryl and Susan all on Facebook, Annalise and Linda and Brenda and oh hi Kim and Ginny and Kaz and Anthea and Mary Bennett, Sheila Trees, Care Laxton and Greta, Olivan, hello, and Sylvia and Jilly. Denise, Dorothy, Ione, hello, and Joan and Dawn. Gosh, there's lots of you here. 181 on Facebook. Sorry if I miss anybody. And YouTube, who was first in on YouTube? Who have we got? We have Denise. These are all people watching us. See all these names coming up here? These are all ladies and gentlemen from all around the world, like Shelley and Lily and Anne and Betty and Kieran and Mandy and Jennifer and Petra, Janet, Debbie, Becky, Kelly and Sarah and Hazel. Happy Christmas, she says, and prosper. Thank you very much, and to you too. And Sabine, again, sorry if I miss anybody, I've got so many comments here. 98 on YouTube. It's a very busy Christmas afternoon, isn't it? Oh, hi Andrea, thanks for joining us. And Lisa, Pat, Sarah, so many of you, thank you very much. Amanda's in Sweden, hello to you. So what have you been doing today? Well, we haven't had Christmas dinner yet, have we? Daddy's cooking it still.
What is the Christmas dinner?
He's got a turkey and he's got some beef and he's got a nut roast.
Those are not Christmas dinner.
That's Christmas dinner all over.
No, it isn't.
Oh, I think it is. What would you like for Christmas dinner?
Sushi.
Sushi! What would you like for Christmas dinner? Beans on toast.
Chocolate cake.
Oh, that's a good Christmas dinner, isn't it?
Actually, a biscuit, and it's a tree one.
Okay.
A Christmas tree.
Well, you can make your own Christmas treats, can't you? Because you've got your gingerbread set.
Shall we go and get one?
Well, we have
Bye.
a story with pictures, and there's a bit of a quiz with the story as well. And we're going to have a quiz, and I've got a whole box full of prizes for you down here as well. And I've got a brand new ditty for you too. So we'll get on with that in just a second. Do you want to take it back down again?
Yep.
Because it is a bit cold up here, isn't it? Okay, I'll see you in a bit. And say bye-bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. There you go, honey. Oh, good girls. Yeah, put your coats on, it's freezing. So what's the weather like with you? It's really cold. A little bit wet, but really, really cold. Oh, Beatrice doesn't worry, does she? So, what have you been up to today? Are you on your own? Is it the first time you've joined us today? Come and say hello. If you're one of the people that don't normally come and join in, come and join in today. It's Christmas Day. Let's hear from you. Hi, Stella. Thank you. Hi, Christine. And another Christine at the same time on YouTube. And I know they've been in those costumes all day, aren't they sweet? Last year, and so pizza for his dinner. Oh, yeah, I get the nutback. I don't eat meat. So yeah, the singing, they were lovely, weren't they? I thought they'd be a bit too shy to do that, but that was really nice. Hello, Marilyn in Iowa, in the States. Happy Christmas to you too. Michelle's in Malta. Susan, Angela, hello. So I'm a bit behind with these, aren't I? So Merry Christmas. Oh, it's snowing. Where are you, Dawn? Dawn's got snow. No red nose today. I just said before I came down there, I just said to Gary, he says, are you going down? Because he comes and sets up the lights and everything. I said, no, I'm just going to put some makeup on my nose just so it doesn't stand out as red. So he was fully stuffed full of turkey. Oh, hello, Bev. Welcome along for the first time. Glad you could join us. So you're having a break from the Christmas festivities, or is this the first time, or have you been on your own? So come and let us know. It'd be nice to hear from you. COVID's prevented travel. Oh, had a busy FaceTime. That's a great idea, isn't it? Video chat with our daughter and so. Oh, that's nice. Mia Maria's been sewing a cushion today. That's one thing. Oh, actually, I have been sewing. I have been sewing today. David, my eldest lad, who's getting dinner ready at the moment, ripped his coat climbing trees. That's his job. So I mended that, and then Beatrix came over and said, Grandma, can you knit? Meaning, can I sew? She'd got this baby doll that she's had and ripped its outfit. So, can you knit it back together again? Sheila's had a Mexican video. We had Mexican a couple of years ago. It was really nice. Walking around cooking dinner with my iPad hanging from my ears. Nice. Quizzes downstairs. Lovely. So, okay. So, I'm going to do... We'll do new ditty first, and then we'll go into a bit of a quiz. And again, I've got a box full of stuff. Some of it's from me and some of it's sewing kits and things like that. So we'll work our way through that. If you're, I'm going to try and do it kind of live, because normally, or normally, like I do this a lot. Last year, I think Debbie's had a Christmas dinner postponed to Tuesday because of COVID. And he's got a father-in-law who's 97, survived COVID last Christmas. Oh, well done. So, I'm going to try and pick names out. Last year, I think I went through afterwards and just randomly picked out names of people who got the answers right. This year I'm going to try and do it here. So it will literally be, I'll ask the question, we'll wait a few seconds, and then the first person I see that gets it right is going to get the prize. I'm going to write your name down on a post-it note, stick it to the prize, and then if you could drop me an email with your name and address, and I've put the email address already on the description box on both Facebook and on YouTube. So that's that. First time in 40 years, Joyce hasn't had to cook the Christmas dinner. Susan joined the Half Yard Club. Oh, welcome along. Anybody got Half Yard Club memberships for Christmas? That would be nice to hear from you. Hiya, Cheryl. Chris had a family celebration yesterday for her daughter's birthday. That's a nice idea. Merry Christmas to you too, Donna, as well. And hi, Jackie. Happy Christmas to you. Okay, ditty time then. I don't have... any kind of clever pictures or anything for this one. It's just a little ditty. You ready? Christmas morning's over. We've all been on the go, opening presents, cooking, eating. Now all I want to do is sew. Grand's washing up, Granddad's asleep. I wonder if they'd know if I sneaked up to the spare room and just had a little sew. Up the steps, 1, 2, 3, they have no way of knowing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a few more steps, then I'm sewing. Want to watch TV? Play a game? Oh, back down the stairs I go. Okay, I'm just coming. I'll get no chance to sew. Where are you, Mum? Where did you go? Was it up to the spare room to have a little sew? We knew you were, we know you well. We knew that you'd get itching to get up to the spare room and do a little stitching. So we're all over Santa and his ho ho ho. We'll join you in the spare room as you sew. So now I'm taking orders. Who wants a hat, a scarf, a bag? I think this is the best stitchy Christmas that I've ever had. Merry Christmas, Leslie. Merry Christmas, Tataru. That's a nice name. Gladys in Ireland. Chris has just got back from a wet walk in the woods. Merry Christmas to Mother One in Barley, Hertfordshire. Mary's getting membership for Christmas when her daughter gets the link. I thought that came through straight away. I'm glad you like my little ditty. I have printed off a couple of my older ditties, which were my favourites, so I might read one of those again later on as well. So, okay, shall we have a go? I haven't got my timer, so we'll just leave it a few seconds while your answers come in. Are we ready? I think you're all a bit behind me on here as well. I'm sure you're a couple of minutes behind. But my screen's flashing. Oh, Merry Christmas, Michelle. Thank you very much. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. I wanted to do a festive ditty for you. Gina's finished a block of the month and posted. Oh, I'll have a look on that. Never did find the ditty book, Sarah. I think it's been well and truly hidden from embarrassed family members, personally. Merry Christmas to you, Kathleen. Thank you very much. Right. So there isn't a prize for every one of these answers. So let's start off with this one isn't for a prize, okay, just to get us going, if you like, get us in the mood, and then I'll see how long it takes for your answers to come up, because I'm sure it's a couple of minutes after I say them, which is a bit confusing. So here we go. Oh, hang on a minute. I can do this and make it look a little bit more professional. Bear with me a second. I don't have jingly music, but I can do that. It's not so bad, is it? Okay, what is a finger press? Is it A, a seam that is as wide as your finger? Is it B, when you flatten a seam with your finger? Or is it C, an old school punishment for uneven stitching? So shall I say it again while we're waiting for the answers to come up? What is a finger press? Is it A, a seam that is as wide as a finger? Is it B, when you flatten a seam with your finger? Or is it C, an old school punishment for uneven stitching? Actually, they're coming through thick and fast at the moment, so I am going to go back and forwards. I'll do this one on YouTube and the next one on Facebook, and this one's going to go to Shelley Faye. Shelley Faye, congratulations! Oh, I wasn't going to do a giveaway for that one, was I? Sorry, I got all ahead of myself. This one's going to be a giveaway. Now I've got the idea of how much this, how these came through. They'll come through really quickly. This one's going to be a giveaway, and this is going to be for a bottle bag that I made on a YouTube live. All right. So giveaway for this one. What is the arm sky on a garment? Is it A, the pile on fabric such as velvet? Is it B, the opening of a garment where a sleeve is inserted? Or is it C, the position of a zip? So the arm sky. Is it A, the pile of fabric such as velvet? B, the opening where a sleeve is inserted? Or is it C, the position of a zip? Merry Christmas, Zaya. Nice to have you here. Whoops, sorry, I've just clicked off YouTube. Bear with me a second. Here we go. So, oh, these are too easy, aren't they? I did say we're going to do Facebook for this one. So I'm going to go up and down, and the first name I see is Deanne Benton. So Deanne Benton, please would you email me your email address? And that one goes in the post to you. Let's do a YouTube one while we're here, okay? So YouTube, we're going to do another bottle bag that I did on one of the shows. Got loads in here, so lots of opportunities for you. So, what is the shank on a button? Is it? Mia, you just pushed B, but you happened to get the answer right. The shank on a button, is it the thickness of the button? That's A. Is it B, the width of the button? Or is it C, a post on the back that you sew through? So, hello, Rose. Loving my day, thank you, Sue. So what is the shank on a button? Is it A, the thickness? Is it B, the width? And this is Facebook. Or is it C, a post on the back to sew through? Doing YouTube, aren't I? I'm not good at this quiz game, am I? This is for YouTube. That's why nobody's answering on Facebook. I did wonder what was going on there. Okay, Karen Haley. Oh no! Oh yes, Karen Haley. This one's going to you, so drop me an email. Right, so this one is Facebook, right? Okay. So, what is the triangular piece of fabric inserted into a skirt or dress called to give it fullness? Is it A, a godet? Is it B, a bardeau? Or is it C, a tulle? So again, what is the triangular piece of fabric inserted into a skirt or a dress to give it fullness called? Is it A, a godet? B, a bardeau? Or is it C, a tulle? I'm just going to refresh my Facebook because I've got no answers coming in, and I'm sure you must be answering, because that's quite an easy one, isn't it? Quite an easy one. Come on. Sorry, everything's gone blank here for just a second. Just bear with me a sec while we refresh. Must be a busy day on the internet today. Nope, don't want you. Well, Facebook's gone altogether. Where are you? Where are you, Facebook? There we are. There we are. Oh, you've all got it right. Okay, so let's go up and let's go down. And the first name I see is Jan Proctor. Makeup bag. I haven't even told you what you're winning. Again, this is one of those that I made in one of the lives, so that's going there. Right, now I'm getting used to this. Let's go back to YouTube. And this is a succulent wreath sewing kit. So somebody's going to win this one, right? So it's got the wreath and everything. It's like a twig wreath kit, which is really nice, by the Crafty Kits Co. So, done that one. So, what word do we use to describe the texture of fabric? So, this is going to be a YouTube winner. Is it the feel, A? Is it B, the hand? Or is it C, the touch? So again, what word do we use to describe the texture of fabric? Is it A, the feel, B, the hand, or C, the touch? And it's actually A, the hand. And this is, oh, your answers are coming in like this on YouTube. First name that I see as I look across is Karine. Oh no, you got the wrong one. Sorry, it's got to be A. Angel Herring. Angel Herring, this is going to go to you. And again, send me an email. It's on the description box on both Facebook and on YouTube. So just let me know what your address is, and I shall pop these in the post early next week. Let's do another kit. This is a crochet kit for Facebook, and it's a nightlight kit. That's really nice, isn't it? Anchor Creative Fino, that's one. Okay, so if you're crocheting, this is going to be a good one for you. Right. So, what technique do you use to reduce bulk in a seam? Is it A, grading? Is it B, trimming? Or is it C, slithering? Hello, Sarah. That's okay, you'll have to watch it back again. I had my granddaughter singing at the top of this. Leanna, we're having a quiz. Have you just joined us? We're having just a little bit of fun quiz, but I've got lots of prizes to give away, so I thought we'd do. I'm getting rid of my rubbish, really. Okay, so what technique do you use to reduce bulk in a seam? Is it A, grading, B, trimming, or C, slithering? And the answer is A, grading, and the first name that I see is Jacqueline Mother Moon. Jacqueline Mother, do you crochet? Or do you know somebody who does? Right, that's going to you. Again, drop me an email. Oh, I've got some books as well. Fabulous Felt by Corinne Lapierre. So they're not my books, but I've got some books for you that you can win as well. So this one is a YouTube question. Are we ready? How would you measure a yard on your body? Is it A, the circumference of your head, B, your inside leg, or is it C, nose to fingertip? So how do you measure a yard on your body for Fabulous Felt? The circumference of your head is A. Is it B? Ooh, look, the comments are just going. Inside leg, or C, nose to fingertip. And oh gosh, there's so many answers. Oh, hey, go up and down. The first name I see is Andrea Wetherill. Andrea, are these too easy? Wetherill, for Corinne's book. You're very good at this, have to say. Most of you got everything right so far. Right, so let's go back over to, you've all got it right, haven't you? Carol, Zahaya, Julie, Andrea, Lily, Amanda. Right, okay. This one's not for a prize then. This is just one for a little bit of fun. We'll do a prize next. True or false? Fabric can be made from nettles. You can make fabric from a lot of things, can't you? But can you make fabric from nettles? Have you ever seen fabric made from nettles? I can't say that I have, but could you make fabric from nettles? Oh, everyone's saying true. Oh no, Mary says it's false. Karen says it's false. True says Ginny. False says Anne in capital letters. Kimberly says true. Anne says probably. Is that a It's actually true. It contains fibres like linen. No, linen comes from flax. Nettles have that same kind of fibre. I read that not much has been done in processing nettles, so the fabric at the moment is seen as an expensive novelty. Have you ever seen? I've never seen nettle fabric, but apparently they do. Michelle, have you seen it? Like linen? Yes, apparently that's what I've read. Prickly to wear. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, if it kept the sting in. Oh, right, what have we got? Let's do another book. This one is Zero Waste Kitchen, which is crafty ideas for sustainable, showing you my answers, for sustainable kitchen solutions is what we're doing there. And this one is a Facebook one. So let me get you out. You've all disappeared for some reason. There we go, you're back. Right. I know, Claire, really interesting. Now you're going to talk about me, aren't you? When I've been teased about drinking gin all day.
Well, you only get this on Christmas Day, don't you?
We do. Thank you very much. Kim does mulled wine every Christmas Day, and it's amazing. She's got quite a talent for mulled wine. So I'm making no excuses. So there, mulled wine for me. Right. What is a clapper used for? This is your zero waste. Is it A, a round of applause for good sewing? Should be, shouldn't it? Is it B, a piece of wood used to slap the hands of a bad sewer? That would have been old school, wouldn't it? I bet there were some sewing teachers that did that. Or is it C, a wooden tool used to create flat seams? So again, I'm going to give this away to somebody on Facebook. Facebook's really behind today. Oh, loads of you on YouTube getting the right answer. Oh, here we go. So, what is a clapper used for? A round of applause for good sewing, a piece of wood used to slap the hands of a bad sewer, or a wooden tool used to create flat seams. Oh, you all know this one. Oh, Merry Christmas, Louise. Okay, so first one I see with the right answer here, Janet K. Right, Janet K. That's going to you. What else have we got? Oh, now this is an interesting one. This is a lino printing kit. I don't know if you've ever done that before. I haven't, but lino printing onto fabrics. Quite a heavy box, that one. So I don't know how it works or anything like that. It's completely new to me, but you've got everything that you need in there to do lino printing on fabric. There you go. So this is YouTube, isn't it? Oh, this is quite an easy one. Actually, if you were listening last year, there are some of the same questions. Not all of them, but some of them are the same questions. So are you ready on YouTube? Who designed Kate Middleton's wedding dress? Was it A, Bruce Oldfield? Was it B, Victoria Beckham? Or was it C, Sarah Burton? I'm just trying this. This may not be the first one I've had, I'm going to admit it. So is it A, Bruce Oldfield, B, Victoria Beckham, or C, Sarah Burton? Oh, you're in two minds about this one. Most of you got the right answer though. So I'm just going to scroll up, scroll down. First name I click on is Betty Crafts. Betty, have you done that before? How many more have we got? We'll do another few. I've got so much stuff here. And then maybe we'll have a little story while we have a break and give our brains a rest. I'll finish this page first. This is 4 fat quarters of my Garden Birds fabric. And this is going to Facebook. Are you ready? There we go. What angle is a bias cut? Is it A, 45 degrees? Is it B, 30 degrees? Or is it C, 60 degrees? Hello, Dawn Taylor. Happy Christmas to you too. I'm glad you're happy, Betty. Oh, Mia's got to go. Bye. Have a happy rest of your Christmas. Thank you for joining me here anyway. So a bias cut, is it A, 45 degrees, is it B, 30 degrees, or is it C, 60 degrees? Oh, everyone knows on YouTube. I don't know why I'm so behind on Facebook. It says, oh, there we go. I'm going out and I think you're picking it up about 20 seconds later. I got you all now. Yes, it is A, and Dorothy Storer, you're the first name that I saw. This is Storer. So again, just drop me an email. My email address is in the description boxes on Facebook and on YouTube. So just drop me an email, we'll get those sent out. Who would like a butterfly bag? Again, this is another one that I made in the lives. You quite often ask, what do I do with all the samples? Well, this is what I'm doing, giving them away. Right, so we're back over to YouTube again. Now this one's quite interesting. What did the most expensive sewing machine ever sell for? Is it A, £23,500? Is it B, £18,000? Or is it C, £135,000? So the most expensive sewing machine ever sold, how much did it actually sell for? A, £23,500, B, £18,000, or C, £135,000. So I'm just waiting for someone to get it right. Brenda Stone, you were right. It was A. So it's actually £23,500. It was a Wheeler and Wilson, made for a German royal family in 1865, silver and gilt, and it was bought by a collector who doesn't want to show it. Interesting. I love a bit of nonsense like that, don't you? Oh, sorry, I forgot who that went to. Where did you go? Oh. Sorry, I completely forgot the name that I just said. Who did I say won that? Let me know. That's 2 sips of that, and sorry, whoever's name I just called out, can you let me know? Brenda Stone, thank you. Honestly. Right. Should we do another bag? I've got a few bags here. Let's do another big one, then we've got some little ones as well. So this is a reversible bag that I made in one of the lives again, so we'll give that one away. And this is to somebody on Facebook. And thank you, Karen. Thank you for letting me know. On, is it my age? Right. What's Kay Fassett's real name? His first name? Is it A, Kevin? Is it B, Frank? Or is it C, Bob? So Kay Fassett's first name, his real name, because he named himself Kaif. Is it A, Kevin, B, Frank, or C, Bob? Who's getting them all right? Julie MacDonald. I thought you'd all know this one. Oh, most of you do. So let's have a look on Facebook. Susan Woodhead, you are right. It is B. His real name is Frank. That's my grandson's middle name. It's my dad's middle name. It's a family name, that one. Okay, now one more, and then I think we'll have a story. We'll have a break. Who is the richest fashion designer in the world? Is it A, Victoria Beckham? Is it B, Ralph Lauren? Or is it C, Giorgio Armani? And this is for somebody on YouTube again. So the richest fashion designer in the world: A, Victoria Beckham, B, Ralph Lauren, or C, Giorgio Armani. It is actually C, Giorgio Armani. Armani apparently is worth 7.6 billion. Ralph Lauren, 7 billion. Then it goes down to Prada, 4 billion. Dolce & Gabbana, 1.5 billion. And then Valentino is, he's the poor one. He's only got 1 billion. Yes, I don't think Victoria Beckham's in the billion league at the moment. So first name I see with the right one, Lisa Joanne, is it? Joanne? Lisa. I've done it again, haven't I? Joanne. I haven't shown you what you're going to win. You're actually going to win a box of Clover goodies. So there's, what have we got? Seam gaugers, needle threaders. You've got the biggest bias binding maker ever. There's thimbles and stuff and tape and clips and snaps. So you've got a box of Clover goodies. Right, so we'll have a bit of a break because I've got a story to tell. It's my Christmas Day story, but there isn't a prize for this one, but it is a little bit of a quiz question, if you like. So where's my story? I've written a story using lots of sewing terms. So have you got a pen and paper, or just count them on your fingers if you've got enough? Because I want you to count how many sewing terms I've used in the story. Okay, so I can read it twice if you like. Till about 5, Amanda. We'll be here for about an hour. They're good. They are good prizes, aren't they? We didn't do things by halves here at short hours. Okay. Are we ready for the story? Remember, you've got to count the sewing terms. I woke up early. I opened my hooks and eyes. I didn't want to overlay because that's a waste of time. I had a notion I'd board tack my feed dog bobbin for a chalk. You may gather I like a walking foot. Bobbin darts around and sometimes I get a surge to break into a running stitch. I let Bobbin off her lead and we cross-grained the fields. We took a weft and we took a white to avoid the stitch in the ditch on the right side. We found ourselves on the raw edge of the village and it seemed a good idea to turn through and to go back tack home. We weren't in a rush. We took our time. Bobbin got a pattern the back for being a good gore. Then we both had a pre-wash before tacking a little nap underneath a blanket stitch. Not a twirl a bad day. Kelly's lost count already. Hi Lisa, happy Christmas. I'm glad you could join us. Do you like that? I'll read it again really quickly. Now you kind of get the idea and see again if you can. Oh, hi Megan. Only Sarah's got 10. There's a lot more than 10. Let me do it one more time because that was quite good, wasn't it? Okay. So let's go back to that one. All right. Okay. I woke up early, opened my hooks and eyes because I didn't want to overlay because that's a waste of time. I had a notion I'd bar tag my feed dog bobbin for a walk of chalk. Sorry. You may gather I like a walking foot. Bobbin darts around and sometimes I get a surge to break into a running stitch. I let Bobbin off her lead and we cross-grained the fields and took a weft to avoid the stitch in the ditch on the right side. We found ourselves facing the raw edge of the village and it seemed a good idea to turn through and go back tack home. We weren't in a rush, we took our time. Bobbin got a pattern the back for being a good gore and then we both had a pre-wash before tacking a little nap under a blanket stitch. Michelle Forbes, you're right, there were 31. Gosh, you're on the ball. Michelle, yes, 31. 31 words altogether. So hooks and eyes, overlay, based, notion, barred tack, feed dog, bobbin, chalk, gather, walking foot, darts, surge, running stitch, eyelet, cross-grained, weft, stitch in the ditch, the right side, raw edge, seamed, turn through, back tack, ruche, tuck, pattern, gore, pre-wash, tacking, nap, blanket stitch, twirl. Well done. I don't know how you got 42, Donna. unless there are some sewing related words in there that I didn't pick up on. Oh, only one for the bobbin, Helen, just one bobbin. Amanda was 1 out. 31, Julianne got it right. Rose had it as well. Well done. Would you like another ditty? And then we'll carry on with the quiz. These are, you might have heard these before, but I thought I'd just pull out a couple and we'd have a a reminisce, because you might not have heard these before. I know this is one of Megan's favourites. This one's called Don't Blame the Tension. My thread's getting knotty, needle jammed with a jolt, but don't blame the tension, because it's not tension's fault. My stitches are too tight, my seams are looking lame, but don't blame the tension, because tension's not to blame. I'm looking at a bird's nest, I've come to a halt, but please don't blame the tension, because it's not tension's fault. Firstly, take out the thread and then rethread again, but don't touch the tension, because tension's not to blame. Let's look at the routes through which the thread will travel, but don't turn that tension dial, your seams could quite unravel. Then try a new needle, try some new thread, but don't touch that tension, because it's not tension's fault, I said. Try taking off the needle plate and cleaning out the fluff, but don't blame the tension, it could be other stuff. Now my seams are perfect, feel free to take a look. I didn't blame the tension, now tension's off the hook. I like that one, that's one of my favourite ones. Anyway, how are we doing? 35 and cut. Oh, so you would have got it right, Margaret. Sue, right, can you email me your email address? My email address is in the description box, because I won't be able to go through all these hundreds and find you. So if anybody that's won anything, if you email me at the enquiries at address, then let me have your name and address and I'll send them out to you. How'd you like that? Hello, Margaret in Tallahassee, is that in Florida? Okay, let's do a few more prizes, shall we? Back to our quiz. Quizmaster. The cushion, including the cushion pad, I have to say, not just the cushion cover, you're getting the pad as well. Right, so where had we got up to? We should be on, oh, I like this one, on YouTube, right. So somebody on YouTube is going to win this one. Yeah, done all that. Just making sure I'm not reading things out twice. So, what does the word Janome mean? You know, Janome sewing machines, Janome, but what does it actually mean? Is it A, do you know me? Is it B, lover of fabric? Or is it C, snake's eye? So, YouTubers, what does the word Janome mean? Is it A, do you know me? Is it B, lover of fabric? Or is it C, snake's eye? Oh, not everybody's sure about this one. To be honest, I didn't know this one. I had to look it up. Did have to look it up. And it's actually C, it's snake's eye. The snake's eye in Japanese are taken from the original bullet-shaped bobbin. Round bobbins replaced the bullet-shaped ones in 1935. Some of my old Singer sewing machines have got the bullet-shaped ones, so that's where the word Janome came from. So, who knew? Amanda Kitty, you're getting a cushion. Like that one, like a bit of nonsense. Amanda Kitty, that's for you. So have you had your dinners yet? Have you doing Christmas dinner? Are you doing Christmas dinner if you're on your own? We have a little needle felting kit, okay? Needle felting. And you can make a needle felted dinosaur. That's a nice introduction to it, isn't it? So this one is going to be a Facebook question. And it's going to be, how tall is Patrick Grant? Is he 6'4", A? Is he B, 5'10", or is he C, 6'2"? Toby Carvery for Karen, nice. Cheryl had a dinner at 1. Jilly's dinner's all done. Jane's just sat down to eat. So how tall is Patrick Grant? Is he A, 6'4", B, 5'10", or is he C, 6'2"? Oh, nice, dinner in Montana. It is C, he's 6'2". Jackie Bailey. Felting kit on its way to you. remaining. So back over to YouTube again. And this is a bunting kit with my original fabrics, you know, the cottage garden fabrics that my first range. So they're already cut out and everything. You've got your binding and everything, so you've just got to sew it together. So that's going to be a little New Year's project for somebody or other. Okay, and this was YouTube, wasn't it? How big is the world's largest quilt? Is it A, 251,000 square meters? Is it B, 1,000 square meters? Or is it C, 2,510 square meters? And again, we're on YouTube with this one. So how big is the world's largest quilt? Andrea, you can't answer everything. A, 251,000 square meters, B, 1,000 square meters, or is it C, 2,510 square meters? It's actually A, Donna Vacher. You've won my bunting kit. Donna Vacher, hope I pronounced that right. So it's 251,000 square feet. It's the Manta da Cultura, which means patchwork for culture in Portuguese. It's in Portugal. It was completed in June 2000 and it measures 200 meters by 170 meters, and it's actually in the Guinness Book of Records as well. There you go. The ultimate folk art painting kit. Folk art painting for beginner painters. And this one's going to be a Facebook question. Hand bind. Oh, Kelly. You'd have to do it though, wouldn't you? I'd imagine there's a team. Yeah, I spotted you, Andrea. So, on Facebook, what is a Hong Kong seam? Is it A, a seam used by Chinese tailors? Is it B, a seam sewn from the bottom to the top? Or is it C, a seam finished with bias binding? So what is a Hong Kong seam? Is it A, a seam used by Chinese tailors? Is it B, a seam sewn from the bottom to the top? Or is it C, a seam finished with binding? Just wait till we've got some more answers coming through again. It's really behind. And Jackie Canning, you are right, it is C. It is a seam finished with bias binding. Canning. So that's going to you. What else have we got? Let's do another book. Felt Wonderland, this one by Lisa Marie Olsen. So again, if you love felting, oh, Lisa's a really talented felter as well. She makes her own felt, shows you how to in here and everything. So that is going to go to YouTube. And this is going to be, yeah, I know, you forget that mulled wine is actually wine, isn't it? But it's very nice. As I was saying earlier, Lisa, we have it every Christmas day, and Kim makes it, and it's it improves every year, I have to say. Oh, thank you, Monica. Are we ready? What was I've actually spelt it wrong. I should have put Coco Chanel, and I've spelt Couchain. So that's what's confusing. Confused myself. What was Coco Chanel's first name? Is it A, Coco? Is it B, Gabrielle? Or is it C, Brenda? 10 bottles. Maybe 9. But I actually typed this out days ago, so, and I certainly wasn't on the mulled wine then. Oh, you all know. It's Coco Chanel's first name was actually Gabrielle Bonheur Chanel. And this is going to, hang on, let me go back. There's loads of you answering this one. Biz Burgess. Burgess. This is going to cost me a fortune in post, isn't it? Oh, you're worth it. Let's have a pair of oven mitts. Made by my good self. Again, these were for a YouTube video a while ago. So let's get rid of those. And this one is going to be, again, this is Facebook. How much were the most expensive jeans ever sold? Is it A, £3,332? Is it B, £33,230? Or is it C, £332? So again, the most expensive jeans ever sold were the £3,332, B, £33,230, or C, £332. It's actually B, £33,230. Could you imagine? Jane Starling, you've got that right. Jane Starling. It's a pair of Levi's bought in 2005. They were found by 4 friends in an abandoned silver mine in the the Mojave Desert in California in 1998. They had a leather patch, copper rivets and a button fly, and they had never been washed. There you go. Right, I think we've only got a couple more. Running out of questions here. This one's on YouTube, which has disappeared over there for some reason. YouTube, where have you gone? Funny little thing, isn't it? There we go. Is that? Oh no, that's not you. That's that. So I've just clicked on something and YouTube's gone over to another page for some reason. There we go. Right. What we got left? Let's do a little bit more fabric. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 fat quarters of my Garden Birds fabric. Another one of those. So are you ready on YouTube? Approximately how many litres of water does it make to take a t-shirt? Is it A, 17? Is it B, 1700? Or is it C, 2700? So approximately how many litres of water to make a t-shirt? Is it A, 17? Oh, and don't listen to your husband if he keeps getting it wrong. Is it A, 17, B, 1700, or C, 2700? I've actually got B, 1700, and so does Cherry Milne. Cherry Milne. So that's going to go to you, and we do one more, and I've got another book, and this one's called It's a Wrap. This is something that me and Kim have been doing actually. So you're sewing fabric purses, baskets and bowls, and it's that wrapping your fabric around cord kind of techniques, but they're really nice projects in that one. Right, I'm sure I've got a question left, bear with me. Right. What is the natural substance put onto thread to help with hand stitching? Is it A, earwax? Is it B, beeswax? Or is it C, milk? So what is the natural substance put on thread to help with hand stitching? Is it A, earwax, B, beeswax, or is it C, milk? Of course it's B, it's beeswax. Ginny Twin. No, twin. Right, that's the end of our little quiz. I hope you enjoyed that. It's quite good fun, wasn't it? We'll do the same again next year. I do have, where are we? I've got time for a quick ditty before my dinner's ready. This one you might have heard before, but I like it, so I'm going to do it again. And it's called 8 Days a Week. If I could make it happen, if I could have my way, I'd unpick Tuesday and Wednesday and sew in an extra day. I'd call the day Sew Day, if it was within my powers, and I'd spend the day just sewing for those extra 24 hours. I'd make a bag, I'd make a quilt, I'd probably make a mess. I'd finish off my UFOs and then I'd make a dress. I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't eat, you know where this is going. There's just no time for any of that when the day is filled with sewing. So when my day is finished and I've made so much stuff, I'd need to sew another day because one day is not enough. Oh, hang on a minute, whose birthday was that today? Denise Skinner. Hello, happy birthday, Denise. Happy birthday to you. So proud of my teenage son who knew I loved watching you and bought me one of your books. Oh, that was so sweet of him. What a lovely son you have. Thank you, Denise. Right, I did say I'd be here for an hour. Thanks, Kate, that's nice of you. In-laws waiting for Ginny. Merry Christmas, Julianne, thank you very much. Oh, that's nice, Sarah, isn't it, when you make something for a friend and she says, where did you buy it? Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Teresa. No, I said it'd be an hour and Davey's cooking dinner, so I better pop off. I was hoping that somebody would bring Finn down, but he's obviously still asleep. So, happy Christmas to you, Keely, as well. Thank you. Thanks, Sabine. I will enjoy my Christmas dinner, Debbie, thank you, and Chris, Marilyn. So, oh, I'm glad you liked it, Amanda. Happy Christmas to you too, Lisa, thank you. Where is she? Still got my mouse here. The last book was called It's a Wrap by Susan Breyer. These are all Search Press books, so if you have a look on their website, don't forget if you want to order a book from them, use the DD105 code and you get your 20% discount. Just saying. Thank you, Tanya, I will do. Tanya, sorry. Hi, Kelly, happy Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Michelle, thank you. Oh, thank you so much for joining. We've got 151 on YouTube and is on Facebook, 150 on Facebook. So I hope I've cheered you up a bit. If you needed cheering up a bit, I hope I've given you a little bit of respite if you've had a very busy day today. And if you're on your own, then I hope we've kept you company for this hour anyway. So thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've absolutely loved it. And I shall see you again. We're back again on Wednesday, remember? I don't know what I'm doing yet. Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be back to normal, making something, having a chat, having a bit of gossip. Thank you, Lisa. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you again very soon. Bye-bye.